Yeah. See, when you feel like you've been waiting for something your whole life, and you finally feel that the time is right, don't hesitate. Believe in yourself and go for yours. Can't let opportunity pass you by. Gotta be ready to get under the spotlight. Mr. Beat that on the move, let it be known. Bitch niggas want me to lose, let's get it on. It's a hell of a ride when I rhyme, I'm roller coasting. On the road with trash, I can't stop this locomotive. Years of pursuing this dream, yeah, I've been on it. Far from the flavor, the moment I belong in. See who I've collaborated and performed with. Don't start tripping cause you think that you could write a song, kid. I don't rap over my songs, I can't do it. Guess we're from a different school, homie, dad alone proves it. A lyricist when spitting this verse must get through it. To get respect of niggas that feel like he blew it. Boy, do I work my ass off to bring something new. Nah, I ain't trying to do what these rappers wanna do. Music is freedom to me. Lock me in a boot, but keep the beat playing in the loop. I let my freedom speak anyway. I know I can't please everybody. I stand behind my work like Salvador Dali, heavy in the game. Don't waste your time trying to get at me. Rappers be messing with weight they can't carry. It's lyrical exercise.
Dont les aires de travail de l'hôpital sont divisées. La zone la plus critique, je vous dirais, c'est la zone.
I started real young.
Gotta get in the spotlight.
Fell in love with this hip-hop.
Yeah. Gotta get mine.
That's how I always felt. What is it today? April 17th, 2020. Still in quarantine. Album release on pause. Gotta keep it moving. Can't stay trapped. I guess it's just the way it's always been. I'ma have to find a way out. Young souls new to the culture, dig the life. I remember those days in the hood, hungry for my... I always wanted to play guitar. All my life I felt like the instrument was looking at me like, I'm still waiting. It's on you. And years later, I felt like the guitar was just waiting for me to grab it and learn how to play it once and for all. After numerous songwriting sessions, I had witnessed how useful a guitar can be while throwing ideas. So before the end of the home confinement, the quarantine, because we in a pandemic still, I'll have time to figure it all out. And eventually, I'll master it. So nowadays, before I start to work on the music aspect of a new song, with a producer or on my own, I like to use the guitar to find the rhythm for the joint, the right groove. I find it's also cool to work on melodies. I don't necessarily use the guitar in the production, but it sets me on the right key and it helps me build a song structure. Chord changes for a certain section or a bridge. As surprising as it may sound, I think the guitar is very useful. It's a very useful element for a rapper when it comes down to creating and rehearsing without having to constantly press rewind, you know what I mean? I went the other way around while learning. I mean, most people start by playing this or that song. I just went straight up for the gold, you know what I mean? I started by playing my songs with the guitar. I always knew I'd enjoy playing my stuff with that instrument. I just knew it. It can sound like you got many sounds going on because of all the layers. And it also feels like you got percussions back in your vocal, everything. It's just richer. I always thought it would be a cool thing for an artist to be able to say, yeah, I'll perform, let me go get my guitar. But I ain't there yet. But this confinement gives me time to practice a little more guitar. Regardless of how well I could be performing, I'm thankful for all I've been able to create with it. I play it like a drum. I don't think I'm technically correct, but I know I can play it in a hip-hop way, a different way. Meaning I could play it like a beatbox at a cypher and keep a circle of rappers spitting. So working on this album, or should I say this story, the BU album that'll actually see the day, God willing. That'll be out and available, finally, God willing. While working on the music for it has been a growing experience for real. It's been me making sense of all I've learned. My highs, my lows. Yeah, it's been a necessary fight to win against myself so I could make the most of it. It's been a long journey, man. It's also been a real deep introspection, a recap of all I've been achieving and going through in terms of struggle. But it's also been some sort of test to make an album that sums and reflects not only the obstacles and the perseverance, but all of the recording and performing and life experiences. After searching avenues, links, business, contacts, and all sorts of bridges to get where I want to get, I'm back to focusing on the essence. Back to my most spontaneous instincts. And the guitar brought me back to beatboxing, to a melody, to a song structure with changes while spitting. And any sound takes my mind somewhere. Boom, I'm gone. The fun part is when I play the guitar ideas in a session, like a Pro Tools session, a Logic session, but with totally different sounds or samples. Most of the tracks I make that way end up sounding way harder in terms of like, it's hard. It ends up sounding way harder than the more melodic side of the same idea played at first on the guitar. You feel me? So it goes from a just to play stuff, but then it might just be like trunk, 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 trunk. You know what I mean? Something. Guitar kind of guided me to where I want my change to come in, but it could be totally different. And instead of looking for samples, I can play something and then cut it like a sample to get the real hip hop feel. At a point in my career, I'd feel saturated sometimes. With this guitar, this guitar thing, man, I feel inspired and I feel like I can do everything better. I can do new stuff, but I mean everything I've done before. If I play it again, whoa, I feel like I've got new ideas all over the place. Imagine if I would have played guitar since the age of 15 or 20 years old. It would have changed the way I make music way earlier. For real. One thing for sure, musically I'm in the best shape of my life. So the test is for me to be satisfied with the result of all the work and all the years. Gotta feel that on the album. Not easy, knowing how well I've sounded on big movie projects and how high I set the bar for myself. It's like shadow boxing, no doubt. Gotta work hard to win. The greater the struggle, the greater the victory. Gotta remain dedicated and passionate every day in this music life. Let me take y'all in one of my offices nowadays. Can't go too far with this virus, right? Be safe, y'all. Peace. They say rappers can't be hard with a guitar. Check it out. Be on some bullshit. I mean all those who control it. I'ma take off where it's open. All of a sudden my business be growing. I ain't never going back to broke. Got some new shit and it's hella dope. About the realest shit I ever wrote. Y'all can see me with a telescope. They want us rappers to starve. Won't recognize who we are. But they think we belong in the dirt. But I was born to be a star. They wanna see me don't wanna see me live on the program. I ain't your average, I'm different and so damn persistent. I'll take over so can. They wouldn't give me no local money. So I went out for that global money. They wouldn't give me It's been a hell of a struggle.
puzzle. Can't let money mess with the main hustle. Yeah, I had to think about it, think about it. And it's still the same struggle. Money's all we need to get this music buzzing. Can't let the street heat kill the main hustle. Yeah, I always think about it, think about it.
Low with cash, I hit the home lab. Gotta get in the zone now, that's where my soul at. Some say I'm a Lamborghini in a city with no gas. Had to have gone city to city, so it ain't so bad. That in the province, have a